LT watching closely tonight. Will Lutz will kick it in the air. And we are underway. Juwan Johnson, a couple yards deep, he'll run it out. And he is taken down at the 15-yard line. And put the youngster Herbert on the field immediately.
Set. 380. Green.
And on first down, Justin Jackson, the ball carrier. He'll pick up 1 yard. No Austin Eckler for Los Angeles.
Best third down receivers in the NFL.
Second down and 8. To throw for the first time tonight, Herbert. It's off the hands of the tight end, Hunter Henry. Marcus Davenport making his season debut. That's a big addition for New Orleans. On third down and 8. Protection is good. Herbert to try to run for it. Make a move down at the 22-yard line. Well short of Ty Long is back to punt. Standing at his 7. No Deontay Harris, the outstanding special teams returner for the Saints. Marquez Callaway is back deep for New Orleans. Long got it away. Short kick takes an LA bounce, and Callaway will pick up the loose change. And he's out to the 46-yard line. A 40 starting field position for the Saints. On first down, Latavius Murray gets the first carry of the night. He'll rip off 7. Kaiser White makes the stop. Big chunk
on the field at the same time. Traquan Smith had 4 catches in the absence of Michael Thomas last week.
On 2nd and 2, here's Kamara's first carry. He has the first down.
That's going to have to defend against Drew Brees, one of the best zone coverage throwers in the NFL.
On first down and 10, give it to Murray. Down to the 36-yard line. Joey Bosa said earlier.
On their depth as well. 2nd
and 6. Here's Brees to throw for the first time. That ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Kamara's able to come up with it. Always fun to watch. Motion Kamara out of the backfield. Quick throw to Kamara, and it went right through his hands to punt it away for New Orleans. From the 46, KJ Hill let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Experience.
6'6", 237. Handed to the first man through. And it's Tyron Johnson. On the ground, here's Kelly. Has first down yardage. Push the pile. Karen popularity. Yes. Figured out the humidity. Andy Reid took one for the team in the opener. It's been much better for everyone ever since. On first down and 10. Right back to Kelly. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Shy, tough
to get something going in the run game with this revamped offensive line.
Justin Jackson in there now. Herbert to throw from the formation. And able to complete. It's Keenan Allen. His first down and 10 from the LA 42. Here's Jackson. Lowers the shoulders. Will pick up a yard for Justin Herbert. 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Finally some running room right up the middle. And trying to run away from people. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off third.
Established some way, somehow.
Jackson out, Kelly in. They'll hand it to him. He'll pick up 3 more. Last week,
defense, they haven't given up a 100-yard rusher in 47 games.
2nd down and 7. Couple tight ends in there. Herbert has some pressure, takes a shot as he releases. And out of the corner, got 3 to snap it.
Normally Keenan Allen time on third down.
Just got it away, or did they? Timeout Chargers got the timeout instead of delay a game.
Saints better have a plan for him tonight.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's been perfect to this point on extra points. That streak is over. And he has the Chargers on top by a score of 6-0. Ty Long kicks off for LA. Marquez Callaway in the end zone. And he's going to run it out. He might have been 9 yards deep. Here's Callaway looking for a bit of a spark. And he'll
Saints so far this year.
On the ground, here's Kamara. to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Michael, 2nd down and 9. It's Murray, maybe a yard. Rushing 5, pressure up the middle. Breeze steps and throws and able to complete. It's Emmanuel Sanders. A lot of talk this week about the amount of touches Hill has gotten so far. And Taysom Hill to throw. Across the middle, in and out of the hands of a receiver.
Secondary.
2nd down and 10. Here's Breeze. Off the fingertips of Taysom. 3rd and 10. Chargers rushing just 3, so Breeze has all sorts of time. Went to his 3rd option. And
That's right.
Morstead to punt it away. 2nd punt of the night from his own 25. KJ Hill is back for the fair catch. Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
They had quarterback ratings probably.
1st down and 10. Herbert's looked terrific so far. Going to load up, take a shot. His hand was hit as he threw, and that leads to the floater. Jalen kept him out. As you mentioned, they desperately need him. On 2nd down and 10, Justin Jackson, not that time. It's a loss of 2. There's a flag down.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players moving without resetting prior to the snap. That penalty's declined. It's 2nd down.
Referee tonight, Clay Martin.
The interesting thing about Hendrickson is this is the down he's been showing up, Grease. He's been showing up on 3rd down, the #1 producer up front for them.
He's at the top of the screen right here.
It is 3rd down. The official said 2nd. 3rd down and 12. Here's Herbert in all sorts of trouble, and he is taken down. Trey Hendrickson, who's off to an long shadow of the goalpost. Callaway is back deep for New Orleans. Long to get it away. A heavy thud. Nice punt. Callaway back from his 36. Has some green in front of him. He's just across midfield to the 49 of Los Angeles. It's a recent here and on his Chargers.
That's Lewis's nightmare right there.
Yeah, him along with many others.
Here's Breeze to throw. And able to complete. Latavius Murray leaking out of the backfield. Should have enough for first down.
The opinion right here in the 1st quarter.
Hot take. Here we go. But Murray able to get to the 35. I was really going to say, hey, less flag. That's Traquan Smith in motion. Breeze looking that way.
Features the athletes.
Breeze out. Taysom Hill back at quarterback. Hill to run it this time to the 30 and then pushed back. Rayshawn Jenkins. First 2 seconds left in the quarter. Saints will snap it, and Will Lutz from 48 gets New Orleans. Here's Lutz to kick it away. Tyron Johnson is back deep. He'll let it go out of the end zone. The big story for around the NFL last night.
Right ankle. Dak's brother tweeted a picture from the hospital last night and guaranteed his brother will be back and stronger than ever. Since game 1 of his rookie season in 2016, Prescott was showing he deserved everything that he was asking for. Steve?
Yes, Lisa. Outpouring of support was overwhelming last night as Herbert completes to Hunter Henry. I mean, that was down in 6. Pressure. Herbert not going to get out of there. Nearly lost the football, too. Jordan and Hendrickson.
Again, that they're playing without Brian Balaga at right tackle and Trey Turner.
Got some pressure on the punter long, and there was contact and a flag back down at the 5-yard line. Here's Callaway for the Saints. There's a flag at both ends of the field now as Callaway is swung out of bounds.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the receiving team. During the kick, holding number 48. That penalty's been declined. Personal foul, roughing the kicker, number 24. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Go ahead, JP.
So he's going with force.
It's been pressured so far. 6 of 9 pass plays. So they stay on the ground with Joshua Kelly. Down the lead look entirely different, and the offense, obviously, without Eckler, maybe Keenan Allen. Lucky to get Mike Williams back in there. Out of the backfield, here's Kelly. And he will scamper out after picking up first down yardage again. Justin Jackson in there now. That's Johnson in motion. Here's Herbert, steps and fires. Got a man wide open down the field. It is caught. Jalen Guyton. Fullback in there in front of Kelly. On first and goal. Herbert to throw for it. Back of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. It's Mike Williams. And Herbert and the Chargers off to a massive start here tonight.
What a tough route to cover for Marshawn Lattimore, but you got to get on your horse and you got to run. When you have a big guy like Mike Williams coming all the way across the field, he's just going to run across the back of the end zone. It's just a sprint. And you just got to buy time for the quarterback so he can just wait for it to come open, and you've really got to get on your horse. And that is a tough cover, but it's the kind of thing that you know you're going to face down here in the red zone, and that's something, again, that the Saints have not had an answer for so far this year.
So just 4 plays after the roughing the kicker. The Chargers turned that into a touchdown.
Is that the young quarterback has ice water in his veins. He is not shaking at all. Keenan Allen's out of there. He's like, that's okay. Mike Williams, your turn. I'll dial you up down here. What a nice start for him early in this game.
I think it's his team to do well, but he also wants to be a part of the action.
Here's Breeze. Had all sorts of time. Now throws that off the turf. Falls in.
Quarterback, and when they put him in there, how do you take him out?
2nd and 10. Breeze underneath Kamara coming across. It's going to be just short of the marker at the 34.
Right decision.
James Hurst is in there now. Hand it to the fullback. Michael Burton, he didn't get there. Gonna be 4th down and 1. Morstead on his own 20. KJ Hill back for the Chargers, the fair catch at his 20. 46.
I still like the decision going for it there, though.
Russell Wilson for MVP. Here's Herbert to throw. It's Jackson out of the backfield for a couple.
Had to change on the fly their entire system, not to mention not having their best 3 linemen.
2nd down and 9. Trying to set up the screen for Jackson. Had some blockers. A flag does come in.
The detail, correcting his mistakes, and continue to move
Illegal
forward.
block in the back. Number 66 offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
It's Dan
Went from Stanford to Indianapolis.
2nd and 19 after the flag. Trying to get some of it back with Joshua Kelly. He gets back. Veterans want to win. They don't have any patience. They don't have any time to wait around.
And they're watching
to get a rookie quarterback ready here. 3rd down and 10. Underneath. Jackson trying to make a few people miss. He's tripped up by Marshawn Lattimore.
They don't care if you're 20 or if you're 200 years old. As long as you can play, they'll ride with you.
Here's Long. Gets it away. Long is down on the turf again at the 15. Callaway for the Saints has the sideline. Penalty flag comes in as Callaway is knocked out at the 50.
During the return, holding receiving team number 48. 10-yard penalty, 1st down, timeout.
Tough waking up and checking out Twitter every morning. On 1st down and 10, Breeze throwing. Kaiser White.
For 3 quarters. The Saints got to run the football.
2nd and 4. Breeze, that pass is knocked out at the line of scrimmage. 105 on 3rd down conversions. This is 3rd and 4. And they're on 22. Breeze steps and throws it. It's intercepted. It is picked off. Nasir Adderley down to the 15, the 10, and will just come up short. Tried to reach across. 1st and goal from the 2. Herbert wanted to throw for it. Instead, he's dropped. Dropped back at the overall pick out of Louisville in 2016. 2nd and goal. Here's Kelly. Turn in the corner. And slam
direction and force him to read the.
That's Guyton in motion. 3rd and goal from the 3. Herbert to throw for. Lost one back of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. And the Chargers score again. Who saw this coming tonight?
Perfect execution on this third down. See the leverage right here. Demario Davis one-on-one with Hunter Henry. He's going to come up and run the out route. And from the snap, Lewis, Demario Davis was beat because of leverage.
Yeah, that's a tough route to cover. When he runs that corner route to the back pylon, you got to do what they call slice it. You got to try and come underneath him, because if you don't, Grease, look, Hunter Henry's 6'5".
Yeah.
He's just gonna wall you off. And we talked to Demario Davis about this. What's your plan when you go up against guys like this who are 6'5", 250 pounds, who are just like playing, it's like guarding a power forward in basketball. And that's one of those situations. We've seen it numerous.
Here's Badgley, missed an extra point earlier. And he boots that one through.
Not a quick strike offense. Everything with them is about efficiency and methodically moving the ball down the field. That's what makes them different than Tampa Bay, who could strike you real quick.
That company. We already touched on Dak Prescott earlier. Sending our thoughts.
Touchdown drive, so they don't have to do anything out of the ordinary.
2nd and 5. Breeze underneath. Hooks up with go. That was Fowler's first catch of the season. Here's 1st down and 10. And Drew didn't like it. 10. Breeze. Not putting it in. Have all 3 timeouts. New Orleans will get the football to start the second half. We wind under 3 minutes to play. 3rd and 6. A lot of pressure. And Kamara would have been a nice catch, juggling and
sit up. It hasn't all been the 3-deep zone. It's been a little bit of 2-shell with some zone pressure.
Morstead will boot it away. KJ Hill from the 8. Little spin, and he's dropped at the 8 now.
Patrick.
And that is Justin Jackson, the ball. What do they say? Tigers on Saturday night and Saints on Sunday afternoon. 2nd down and 12. Jackson back to the line of scrimmage. And another
introverted demeanor and stuff that people say that he has. Maybe it's serving him well.
3rd down and 12. Herbert under some pressure. Able to get out of there. And throws back across middle of the field, and it's knocked away. Jalen Guyton.
You're like, hey, don't do that, but good job.
Was long from his 1, got some pressure, got it away. Callaway has running room from his own 35. Stop momentarily, and he'll make it out just shy.
All time.
Out of the 2-minute warning. Saints at midfield. 1st and 10 for Breeze. Underneath and off the fingertip.
Derwin James is legit.
2nd and 10. Breeze to Kamara, has the 1st down.
Emmanuel Sanders in the slot right here. At some point, they got to take a shot with him down the middle of the field, see if they can get him up on somebody.
1st and 10. Right back to Callaway. Another 1st down by the Saints. Breeze. It's Sanders.
This situation right here is where you might want to think about taking a shot up the seams. 2nd
and 4. It's like that's what Breeze was thinking, and there it is. And it's caught. Good job by Sanders.
Behind the hook curl defender.
Yep. It was made by throwing those balls short on the previous 2 plays.
Yep. Anytime they move him into the slot, Emmanuel Sanders, you know that's the kind of combination they're looking for.
Breeze, quick throw. Sanders got there. Touchdown.
That's a good drive.
Breeze to Emmanuel Sanders. Gets the Saints right back in business.
Take a look at this location on the throw. He's not going to lead him into the linebacker. He's going to throw it behind, a little bit behind where he can catch it and just fall in the end zone. That's well done. Critical scoring drive for the Saints before halftime.
After review, the receiver was down by contact short of the goal line. Please set the game clock to 19 seconds. To avoid the 10-second runoff, New Orleans will take a team timeout, their third and final timeout of the half.
Breeze to throw for it. Wanted to go to Taysom Hill, and he was either knocked down. It's Breeze reaching up and over for the touchdown. He got there. Drew Brees, touchdown Saints.
Drew Brees with the vertical.
It's as if Drew said,
I'm the Hall of Famer. You see him just go up over the top. He clearly breaks the plane.
He has done this throughout his career. He's one of the best at it. He doesn't like doing it because you see that he gets hit on the arm there.
Yeah.
But it's almost like he said on the sideline, hey, I'll take a pass. Go off.
Interesting call. Lux for the extra point. Take a knee, right, Breeze? Right? We're not playing that game. Tyron Johnson will run it out. Out to the 18-yard line. Herbert will take a knee. And that should do it for the first half. Rather, make sure I got this right. We're going to play 60 minutes tonight.
Yes.
This
maybe
game.
more.
God, maybe more. Third quarter is underway. And to bring it out to the 25, to the aforementioned Lisa.
Shield for the second half. Back issue, he is out for the rest of the game, Steve.
Mason, they just keep losing players and big-time players for them. On first down, it's Latavius Murray. Out
Some favorable second and third down.
Sanders in motion. And Kamara might
come into his own in the second year. This is a formidable front.
3rd and 3 from the 32. Breeze, quick throw. It's Traquan Smith. Has enough for the first down.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Kamara. For a 2nd and 7. Good push by Nwosu. And he brings Breeze down. That was a sack of the night by the Chargers. Puts Drew Brees and company on 3rd and 14. Quick throw to Kamara. And he'll run east and west and get out beyond the 40-yard line. Nowhere near the first down marker. Nasir Adderley, they were broken tackles even. Morstead in the air. High spiraling kick. K.J. Hill. Fair catch at his own 11. It's a real public person to be testing positive for the coronavirus was Sean Payton. And he was a very, very odd feeling for him. On 2nd down and 7, try the right side with Joshua Kelly. And as for Anthony Lynn, no one. 3rd down and 6. Backpedaling and completing. It's Hunter Henry right at the line. First down and 10 from the 21. To the ground game. Joshua or Josh Kelly. We don't want to get started on that. It's the thought, the unknown. Those sleepless hours. And yet the Saints came out and roared back from behind and won the game. Here's Herbert. Under pressure. And now trying to just throw it away. Revisit. Stand by. 3rd down and 8. Herbert under siege again. Air mails that one. On his 9-yard line. 5th punt of the night. Marquez Callaway back deep for the Saints from the 29. Callaway's got a lane. You know he's got speed. A penalty marker is back at the 32. We'll see at the
turn, holding, receiving team number 48. 10-yard penalty, first down New Orleans, timeout.
Consistency. Drew Brees has been just that in his 20th season now in the NFL. Here's Brees across the middle. Somehow got it in there to Emmanuel Sanders. And a heavy trap. First down and 10. Murray for a few. So you Chargers showing pressure, and there it comes. Brees will go the other way and complete to Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders all of a sudden has become the
quickness on him. You know the double move is coming, Grease. Just like you said, at some point in time, they're going to get him screaming down the seam.
Breeze. The slip by Betty. Luck in your life can change just like that. Extra tackle into James Hurst. On 2nd and 10, and they'll try to run behind him, and Kamara barely back to the line of scrimmage. This Chargers defense.
This is 4-down territory in Sean Payton's mind.
Pony personnel here for the Saints. Here's Breeze. Got it to Kamara. Gonna be short.
Can't wait to see the kicker break down the quarterback play.
Yeah.
I always love that.
I'm sure you'll be texting him mid-sentence. 53-yard attempt from Will Lutz on the way, and is good. Chargers up 7. Getting the football. Momentum on New Orleans' side a little bit all of a sudden. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. So in the last
11 in the second half against Kansas City, and then up 10 last week.
Justin Jackson. No, Herbert will keep it himself. Off the fake to Jack.
And about Justin Herbert's ability to handle this kind of situation.
Here's Jackson into the secondary and still taking people with him.
And that's one good way to handle it right there. Just hand it off, pick up the first down. If they can get the run game going.
Kelly. Right into the teeth of that back injury. Here's Herbert to throw. And able to complete. It's Mike Williams. So 3rd and 1, just across midfield. See if Jackson can pick it up. And he stumbles forward for the necessary yard. 1st down and 10. Might have been an issue on the snap there as Herbert went down to grab it. Janoris Jenkins again for the Saints tonight. 2nd down and 11. See if they go to Williams. Here's Herbert. Steps up. He's tripped up. Able to get it out, and they're going to say it's incomplete. In and out of that. 3rd and 11. Saints rushing 4. Herbert pressure up the middle. Throwing. Had a man and could not hook up with Mike. 6th punt of the night for Ty Long. Marquez Callaway will signal for the fair catch at the 10.
Bonding tonight.
From their own 11. Worst starting field position of the night, as you might imagine. Here's Murray. Good second effort by Latavius Murray. Final minute to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3 for Breeze. It's Kamara, square of the shoulders. Forward progress will get him enough for the 1st down. Michael. It's Callaway in motion on 1st and 10. Breeze zips it across the middle. Emmanuel Sanders to 13. And the Saints have the football. 1st down and 10. From their own 37. Breeze with Bosa in his face. Gets rid of it to Emmanuel Sanders. 8th catch of the night. Sanders.
Some plays on the outside. And they are finding real creative ways to get it to him.
2nd and 1. Handed off to the fullback, Michael Burton. And he has 1st down yardage. He'll be back with the team on Wednesday. I didn't suspend a player for a fight. That was Mike acting out. That's the quote. That's why Thomas isn't playing tonight. Here's Breeze trying to get out of there. Flag comes down as Breeze throws it into the turf.
Holding. Number 75 offense. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
You know, I think that what you just said from...
It's good. You're Bill Parcells, man.
But that was a classic Parcells move right there, especially with a bye week next week and for him to get healthy.
A lot of factors go into that decision. And so Emmanuel...
17, but when he's healthy, he's a problem.
106 yards receiving tonight. So we just start the 4th quarter. Here's Kamara. Lower in the shoulder and taking on some people for Alvin Kamara. And also really benefiting from that time until Ingram signed. And now Ingram's on IR. Here's Breeze under pressure. He's going to be taken down. It's a joke. Tristan Wirfs had his way with Bosa a week ago. And then Wirfs ran into Khalil Mack on that Thursday night. Wow. Here's Kamara. He'll get a yard and then get swallowed up. Big play in the game with 11 and a half to go. Chargers rush 3. Breeze can step up and throw and complete. There's Jared Cook. First touch of the night is a touchdown, New Orleans. 41 yards for the score and an extra point away from tying the game.
That is the single safety middle weakness. When you get the tight end, and he's just going to go screaming across the field. Watch this watch the linebacker right here, and how he just gets frozen. He has to give help to the free safety and to the linebacker. He just gets frozen. He's just staring at the quarterback and doesn't get enough depth. That's how you beat this single safety middle defense. They dialed it up just at the right time.
Extra point on the way is good. All. Lutz will kick it away. Johnson back deep for the Chargers. Gonna bring it out 7 yards deep. Tyron Johnson won't even make it to the 20-yard line.
Advantage of a second-year free safety.
Here's Herbert, the rookie, on the run and throwing and nearly intercepted. Malcolm
that play.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Herbert throwing on the run. That's a catch.
It's not like he's playing free safety. I mean, he's down there in the box a lot.
3rd down and 2. Herbert to try and throw for it. Incomplete. Hunter Henry.
That would have been a nice birthday present. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Bring that football home to mom. Herbert, pressure, trying to get out of it. Hit as he throws. And fortunately, get that out of bounds. Hunter Henry is certainly.
Allen, defensive coordinator, says, listen, I'm coming after him, and this offensive line hasn't protected him in the second half. You don't want to put him in that situation.
On 2nd down and 10. Here's Jackson. Out to the 40-yard line.
He's got the quarterback sneak if he wants it. Big fella.
6'6" frame. Gonna let somebody else try it. It's Jackson, and he just got there. And I mean just got there.
Sure, lineman coming with you, though, just in case.
Blocking, I see. Here's Kelly, tripped up in the backfield.
Down and give the ball back to the offense.
2nd and 15. Draw, Kelly. Out to the
option to throw it or run.
Go to your money players. Where's Hunter Henry?
3rd and 10. Here comes Saints pressure. Herbert steps and fires. He was looking for Henry, couldn't get there. DeMario feels like the complexion of this game is really flipped now. All the momentum in New Orleans' favor. And still tied at 20. Here's Long. Callaway from the 16. He'll get a few more yards out of it. Time now.
So he only had 4 catches, but 2 of them were for touchdowns, and the last one was a big 3rd down conversion late in the game.
See how the Saints play this now with 7 minutes to go in the tie game. It's
Like 56. Ready. Ready. Set.
Breeze. Unable to. There's Joey Bosa on 3rd down and 8. Here's Breeze. Got some pressure. Able to unload. And White put a shot on Drew Brees. And they get off the field. Here's Morstead. Hill drifting back. They'll just jog.
Emotional week. There's no question for the Cowboys. It'll be interesting to see how they respond.
1st down and 10. Chargers come out throwing. Virgil Green, the tight end, his first touch. And that was a good idea. Able to pick.
It's winning time.
Jackson spins off some people. Doesn't get back to the line. Nice mark for the 10th-year player out of Nevada. 2nd and 11. Jackson keeps it. for a yard. Anzalone there, and Cameron Jordan.
Yeah, this is back-to-back.
Find a way to get them open.
3rd and 10. Saints drop back, just rushing 3. Herbert got a man down the sideline. All alone is Mike Williams. And he will prance into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. 64 yards. Herbert found Williams for the score.
Wow. Well, Justin Herbert has made some unbelievable throws in his young career. This one was probably the easiest one. Here's Hunter Henry. Last time we saw 3rd down, he ran an out route. This time, they're going to do the same, but Patrick Robinson, watch him. He bites, he sits down and lets Mike Williams go right by him. It's a great job of play design and a terrible job by Robinson on the outside.
What did Dennis Allen tell us? Poor secondary, and there's a perfect example.
That was 3rd and 10, and they get a 64-yard touchdown. Saints thought they had the Chargers right where they wanted them.
They did.
Back on the coaching, because these are, you're right, these are not physical errors. They're mental errors. They're technique errors.
Long will kick it away. Callaway looking for a spark for the Saints. Cuts it out to the 27-yard line, and he's 3.5 to go here in the 4th. Breeze and company trailing by a touchdown. Waiting coming across for Emmanuel Sanders. That's catch number 10. 2nd down and 8. Breeze has time. Finds Kamara. It is a 1st down. Still waiting for the big...
In terms of foot speed, and he's having trouble breaking loose, but don't count him out. That's for sure.
Saints have 2 timeouts remaining and the 2-minute warning. Breeze, Sanders juggled it and fumbled it out of bounds. They're going to call it a catch.
I got plenty of time. I'm going to go down the field and have a chance to tie this game up.
2nd down and 1. Kamara running behind people, well into Chargers territory. 1st down and 10. Here's Breeze, sideline. Kamara juggled and caught. Was he inbounds?
Yes.
Wow. And now at the 15 of the Chargers. Breeze to throw again for the end zone. Tipped away. He is in there now. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Breeze to throw. It's caught by Callaway at the 10. Minute 30. And Drew Brees is out. Hill thought about throwing. He's going to run it in for the touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 1st touchdown of the season. Are we even thinking about going for 2 here?
Oh, boy. I'm sure.
Take a look at the linebacker 56. Just this impact of Kamara gets him going one way, and then that opens it up for Taysom Hill. He didn't give it to Kamara, but he used him to open up the lane, which ended up being huge. And to answer your question, no, I'm not going for 2. And the only reason why is because you got a rookie quarterback on the other side.
Got it. Plus, we do enjoy overtime. Here's the extra point. Got to make this one first. And Will Lutz does. 50.
West, Sean Payton about Taysom Hill, it's always the same.
Right.
I believe in this young man. I believe in this young man. I believe in him.
I hear you. It worked out. But if it didn't, wow. Here's Johnson for the Chargers. And he loses his footing inside of his own 20-yard line.
Saints secondary playing it aggressive. They're not backing up.
Draw play. Justin Jackson. Something else to keep an eye on as a timeout is called. Cole Mountain 7. Herbert for Jackson. Out to the 30 and a 1st down. And I really got to get to the 41 of New Orleans. A lot of real estate. Underneath, it's Jackson again. All the momentum here. Chargers can play this safe too if they want to, with 19 seconds left, and get to overtime and figure it out there. On 2nd down and 2, going to be short of 1.
Got him.
Herbert looking that way. Down the sideline. 50-50 ball is 100%. Mike Williams and the Chargers. The clock is running in 8 seconds now. And the time. Quick look, and there it is. The throw over Henry's head. Not chancing that. 50 for a Los Angeles victory. On the way. Off the upright and no good.
Heads and tails, it's your call. Tails is the call. It's heads. Which way we're going to kick?
Drew Brees and the Saints get the football first. And maybe, of course, the Eagles needed that tie to stay in the race in the NFC East. Here we go. Long will kick it away. Here's Callaway from the 2. Kamara, beg your pardon. Out to the 33-yard line. Timeouts for each team. Touchdown ends it immediately. Brees will load up. Sideline. Callaway from the 45. Murray to the 49, facing the 2nd and 6. Pressure picked up. Brees throwing and completing to Jared Cook. Is Brees. Throw, it's Sanders. Completed 19 passes a week ago. He scored 35 in that game. 2nd and 5. Under pressure, gets it to Murray. Makes some people miss, staying on his feet down to the 22-yard. Chargers would get a shot. 2 to snap it. Play action. Brees throws and able to complete to Josh Hill. His first. Kamara is motioned now back into the backfield. And Hill looks to run to the right. Like got tripped up by the turf. Crash. Kamara motions out, top of the screen.
Zone.
Brees on the run. .36-yard attempt. On the way. Nailed it. Tyron Johnson, the hometown kid, let it bounce out of the end zone. They'll start from the 25.
Truly missed Michael Thomas, but that was the case they did.
1st down and 10. Herbert knocked away the 30-yard line, trying to go to...
A flag down in the backfield of the Chargers.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 90, defense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
It's Malcolm Brown.
The road to this point, they have to finish with him.
1st down and 10 from the 40. Here's Justin Jackson. Out to the 44. Pick up a 2nd and 7. Saints rushing 4. Herbert runs right into it, and Henry couldn't pick it up. 3rd and 7.
They're still getting enough room one-on-one on the outside. I still think they're going to take a shot.
Need a field goal to keep it going. Herbert loads up and fires, and just behind K.J. Hill. Down and 7. Need midfield, need the 50.
He's got Mike one-on-one down here at the bottom again.
Pressure. It's Williams, and I think he's going to be short. Marshawn Lattimore might have saved the game and won it for New Orleans.